Hey guys, doing well today. It's in my Super Rugby AU preview of Reds versus Rebels for the qualifying final. So, starting with the Reds, they've been very impressive throughout this competition. They came second overall within the group stage, and they qualified with one round to spare, really. So that's pretty good on them. They were able to just witness you know, take some notes, you could say, off the Rebels and Western Force game, which is good on them. But they were also able to play the Brumbies within that last round and beat them by a considerable amount, you could say. So in a way, it's kind of good preparation for what they might face against within that final, because the Brumbies are a tough side, away. So we'll see what happens. And the Reds, they haven't made any changes following their win against the Brumbies. So it should be a simple team to go into against the Rebels. So at number 1, they've selected Harry Hooper. At number 2, they're going with Brandon Pengamosa. At 3, they're going with Taniela Tupo. At 4, they're going with Angus Biff. At 5, they're going with Lachlan Saikai Loto. At 6, they're going with Liam Wright, he's the captain of the side. At 7, they're going with Fraser McWright. And at 8, they're going with Harry Wilson. So it's a very good looking forward pack there. I mean, like I always say, the Reds' loose forward trio of Wright, McWright, and Wilson has probably been the best within the competition, and definitely can be seen as a Wallaby trio for the future for sure. I mean, with the likes of I'd say particularly McWright, he's just incredible within that breakdown, and Harry Wilson's just a dominant player when he's a good ball carrying player really, and Liam Wright, he's good all round. So that's a really solid loose forward trio they have, and with the locking pair of Bliff and Saikai Loto, it's worked pretty well with a few of them. That could also be a Wallaby thing if you want to. Wallaby setup if you really want to look into that. But both of them have been pretty good. And within that front row of Hooper, Amosa, and Tupo, I mean, particularly Tupo, I'd say impressed a lot of people within Super BAU. But Pengamosa, I wouldn't say that his lineouts haven't been the best, I'd say. But he's still made a considerable impact, you could say, within all the games he's played. And Harry Hooper, he's just been there really. He's been impressive within that scrum. But on to number 9, within the backs, I'd say. At number 9, they selected Tate McDermott. At number 10, they're going with James O'Connor. At 11, they're going with Filippo Dangadu. At 12, they're going with Hamish Stewart. At 13, they're going with Jordan Bataya. At 14, they're going with Chris Firewire Satia. And at 15, they're going with Jock Campbell. So it's a very, very good looking back line there. I mean, that's a lot of them could make the Wallabies, to be honest. I mean, Tate McDermott and James O'Connor has been a great combination within that halfback scrum half fly out thing there. So both of them definitely deserve to have a shot, and I think they'll definitely make an impact within this game for sure. I mean, Tate McDermott's been on great form, as well as James O'Connor within Super BAU. So they'll definitely make a considerable impact and influence for this game if they were to win. And with their wingers, with Dangudu and Chris Firewire Satia, I mean, both of them have been pretty good throughout this Super Rugby AU competition. With Satia coming back, I'd say recently. I know he did score a try within his last game, so it was good to see that. He's an all-rounded solid player, and he's just great. He has a lot of experience with him as well, so it's good to have someone like that within your side. And Philippe Dangadu has just been great throughout this competition. And with the centre pairing of Stewart and Patea, I mean, that's pretty good centre pairing, I'd say. That's something dangerous. They'll be definitely they'll definitely be looking to make some good playmaking throughout those two. So it should be interesting to see. And Jock Campbell, what can you say? He had a great game against amazing game against the Brumbies last week, and he was definitely deserved to be my MVP. So hopefully he can continue on his good form. But on to the reserves or bench, you could say. They have a list of good players. They have the likes of Alex Maffei. They have Smith. They have Scott Young. They have Saravi. They have Ben Haggerty. They have Hunter Pasami. So they have a decent bench. I'd say that's a strong bench. I'd say that's a strong bench. They have Haggerty, Pasami, Saravi, and Maffei, who can all make an impact within that second half. So that's definitely gonna be something that the Reds, I'd say, would have an edge over the Rebels within this game, is particularly the bench. But one other thing with the Reds is that the Lachlan Saikai Loto and Alex Maffei will also be getting their 50th cap, you could say, for the Reds within this game as well. So hope they both have good games really. But on to the Rebels. So the Rebels, they pulled it through within that within the last few seconds of that game against the Western Force last week, and they definitely deserve to be within this within this qualifying final really. With the performances they've had, and fair play on them. They are the other side who have beat the Brumbies actually within the group stages. So, they also have a chance, and, if they were to make it into the final, we've seen that they have the ability to beat the Brumbies. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, really. But yeah, they've only made 3 changes to the side following their win against the Western Force last week. So, at number 1, they've selected Cameron Orr. At number 2, they're going with Jordan Uacy. At 3, they're going with Jermaine Ainsley. At 4, they're going with Matt Phillip. At 5, they're going with Trevor Hosea. At 6, they're going with Brad Wilkin. At 7, they're going with Richard Hardwick. And at 8, they're going with Isa Narani. So yeah, it's a very good looking forward pack. I mean, like I say, that loose forward trio with Wilkin and Hardwick and Nazarati will definitely, compete with the Reds loose forward trio for sure. I mean, they've put Brad Wilkin at 6, which is kind of surprising to see because he's normally a 7, but I think they're going for more of a physical player, to counter, you could say, Liam Wright, and hopefully we'll see that does the trick. But yeah, no, with their locks as well, with Philip, Jose as well, no, it's pretty good. They have the likes of they have a solid amount of players really, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. And yeah, no, their front row with Orr, UAC, and Ainsley is pretty good as well, so I definitely rely on that. So, moving on to the backs. At number 9, they have Frank Lomacey. At 10, they have Matt Tumua. At 11, they go Corbetti. At 12, they go Billy Meeks. At 13, they go Reese Hodge. 14, they go Andrew Callaway. And at 15, they have Dane Halapelli. So it's pretty good, I'd say, and yeah, they have a lot of good backs there, and they'll definitely challenge the Reds within this game for sure. And yeah, no, with Andrew Callaway, he's also returned into the side at the 14 slot, so that's good to see. And Frank Lomacey also returns in the side for the injured James Turtle, who was ruled out with a hamstring injury. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the bench. They have a pretty decent bench, I'd say. The likes of Gibson, Stolberg. They have Deegan, Mackay. They have a few good players in there. I would say it's decent. I'm not going to say it's strong like the Reds bench, but yeah, they definitely have a few players who can make an impact within that second half for sure. So, moving on to the prediction. So, yeah, like I said, the winner of this game will qualify for the grand final. Super Rugby AU grand final against the Brumbies in Canberra. So, yeah, this is a great match to watch, really. And, yeah, I think this will definitely be a close match for sure. I mean, I'd say, I'm not sure, I think both these games are pretty close, I'd say. The Reds at home beat, I think the Rebels, it was a bigger gap. I think it was 19-7 or something like that. So, that was kind of a bit away. But I think the away game was pretty close. So, yeah, this will definitely, in my opinion, I think this will be a close game. And I think the Reds will win it by 24-16. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Reds. So, yeah, that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.